Lex Luther creates a clone of Superman to fight for him. Buy it on digital. A huge thank you to all of our channel members. Y'all really do keep the lights on for us over here. Superman vs. Superman 2025 Fight Scene. In today's video, we're going to take a look at the first ever official look at the upcoming movie Superman vs. Superman in 4K resolution. This is a clip from the film's first fight scene between Superman and his evil clone. We'll also go over the details behind the making of this film. So let's get started. Welcome back, Nerd Squad. For those of you who don't know me, I'm your host, and on this channel we talk about all things nerd, including but not limited to comics, movies, TV shows, and so much more. On June 28, 2025, we are getting a new Superman film called Superman vs. Superman. Now, yes, that is the actual title of the film, and not just a working title. It will be officially released as Superman vs. Superman, the Battle of the Super Sons. This film is being produced by DC Studios and will be distributed by Warner Bros. Pictures. As this is part of the DC Universe Chapter 2 saga, it will be important to note that this movie takes place in its own continuity, separate from the current main continuity known as the DC Universe or the DCEU. This Superman movie will be based off the comic book event of the same name, which took place in 2015 within the new 52 DC Universe. The film will be directed by James Gunn, who has been busy as of late with the massive success that was Guardians of the Galaxy, Volume 3. As mentioned before, this film is set to follow the storyline from the comics and will feature characters such as Jonathan Kent, Clark Kent, Lois Lane, Jimmy Olsen, General Lane, Senator Ben Murphy, Mercy Graves, Lex Luther, Brainiac, and of course, Damian Wayne, aka the current Robin. Now, up until recently, the only casting announcements we had were David Corenswet as Clark Kent, Superman, and Joshua Caviezel as Lex Luthor. Well, that has now changed as casting announcements have been made for the rest of the main cast. In a post on Threads, James Gunn himself announced that the following actors have joined the cast, with Eddie Doe as Damian Wayne, Jacob Elordi as Jimmy Olsen, Alice Braga as Mercy Graves, and finally Isabella Merced as Lois Lane. While it seems like an odd choice to have two actors play Superman in this film, it should be noted that the version of Superman in this film will actually be a clone created by Lex Luther, meaning that this will not be the first time we've seen this done on screen. For those of you who are unaware, back in 2006, Smallville actually did an episode titled Prototype, in which they showed Lex Luthor creating a clone of Superman using Kryptonian technology. Not only that, but the actor playing this clone Superman in the episode was actually David Corenswet, reprising his role. Now, if you're thinking this is a bit too similar to what we've seen in the past and that this might be a bit cliché, then I've got some good news for you. That's because this movie isn't just going to be a simple retread of the same old storyline. According to the director, there will be a few twists to the plot that will be unique to this adaptation. One of those twists is that both versions of Superman will team up and fight against a common enemy in the form of Brainiac. According to James Gunn, after the two supes discover the truth of their origins, they work together to save the day. But what would you guys say is the most interesting thing to come out of this announcement? Let me know down in the comments below. But before we continue with the rest of the video, make sure to give this video a thumbs up, and let's get back to it. Let's talk about the newly released official clip from the film. This is the first real look at the two different versions of Superman and gives us our first look at live-action Brainiac as well. The footage itself looks absolutely amazing, showcasing a lot of practical effects mixed with CGI. At one point in the footage, we even see one of the Kents standing next to the Fortress of Solitude, which looks truly spectacular. As for the cast, we have our first look at Eddie D as Damian Wayne, aka Robin. Personally, I think he looks great in the suit and can't wait to see more of it in action. But what are your thoughts on Damian's new look? Let me know down in the comments below. We also get a quick glimpse at Joshua Caviezel as Lex Luthor, but nothing too revealing. We do, however, get to see a bit more of Jacob Elordi as Jimmy Olsen, showing off his iconic glasses and classic Daily Planet attire. It's important to note that this is not the first time we've heard the Superman theme in live action. Back in 2006, Smallville featured an episode called Justice, in which they used this exact same theme. So it will be interesting to see how they updated it for this new film. As for the voice of Brainiac, we unfortunately don't have any clips to go off of yet, but according to James Gunn, the voice of Brainiac will be provided by none other than John Williams. Yes, that John Williams, the composer for all of the classic Star Wars films, as well as many others. So it will be interesting to hear how he brings this iconic villain to life through his voice. Now, as for the release date, it will be coming to theaters everywhere on June 28, 2025. However, you may be wondering how soon we will actually be able to watch it after its theatrical run. Well, according to James Gunn himself, this film will be released on Max about 45 days after its theatrical release, so you won't have to wait long to watch it from the comfort of your own home. So, what are your thoughts on the first official look at the upcoming Superman film? Are you excited to see this new take on the Man of Steel? Or maybe you're just pumped for John Williams to return to the world of SCI-Fi? Either way, I want to know all of your thoughts on this new footage and the new casting announcements. Make sure to let me know down in the comments below. And if you want to stay up to date on all things nerd, make sure to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss another video. Until next time, my friends, I'll see you in the next one.